Welcome to the 2025 America's Hometown Basketball Classic here in Madison, South Dakota. I'm Jacob. I'll be your host for today. And quick shout out to the sponsors, Heartland Energy, Power with Purpose, and Madison Vision Clinic. We have Tracy-Milroy-Balaton taking on the Custer Wildcats, Panthers versus Wildcats. And we got about a minute left before tip-off. Both teams meeting with their respective coaches, getting some last pieces of advice in. Looks like we're about to get ready. Starting fives for both teams. For the Custer Wildcats, Aiden Petz, number 1. Rhett Lowe, number 3. Kyle Virtue, 23. Brady Virtue, 10. And Cody Dirks for 14. Tracy-Milroy, we've got 20. Taylor Schwenhagen, 15. Trevor Smith, 2. Griffin Zick, 3. Noah Nakmas, and 5. Alex Munson. Just so you don't get confused later on, there are 3 Svenhagens for Tracy-Milroy, 14 Aiden Schwenhagen, 20 Taylor Schwenhagen, and 31 Dalton. Not 31, my apologies. 10 Cage Schwenhagen. As we go through the player introductions, Custer is the home team, Tracy-Milroy the away team. And tip-off is set to start. We're going to have Brady Virtue and Alex Munson for the tip-off. Alex Munson for the Tracy-Milroy Panthers. And the Wildcats win. Retlow playing point, taking it up court. Working on Noah Nakmas. Hands it off. Beautiful ball movement by the Custer Wildcats. Gets Aiden Petz the first points of the game. Noah Nakmas working. Gets it to Griffin Zick. 3, bit too much. More beautiful ball movement from Custer in transition. Gets the ball to Cody Dirks, but a beautiful block. gets the ball back. Tracy-Milroy. Griffin Zick bringing it up, hands it off to Munson. Drives, contact, and the ball is stripped. Gets it back to Kyle Virtue. Takes the three. No good. Fighting for the rebound, and it's going to be Custer ball. My apologies, Panthers ball. Trevor Smith gets the ball to Griffin Zick once again, who gets it to Nackmus, drives, blocked by Kyle Virtue. Rhett Lowe gets it to Brady Virtue again, who gets it to Cody Dirks, who gets the flush. Griffin Zick. Munson. Trying to get something going. Gets it back to Zick. A bit too much from Alex Munson. The offensive board. Another shot by Trevor Smith, but again, bit too much, and looks like it's going to stay on this side of the court. Zick's three, no good. Rebound corralled by Dirks. Virtue drives, gets the two to fall. And Custer is taking the lead early, 6-0, open three. Opts not to take it, another open three. Cash. Give that one to Alex Munson. Cuts the lead to half, and Rhett Lowe swings it to Brady Virtue. Gets it back to Aiden Petz. Swings it out to Virtue. Swing pass. Corrals. Ends up in Petz's hand, whose three is bit too much again. But the Cody Dirks offensive board and layup extends the lead to 5. Another open three, and Noah Nackmus ain't able to get it to fall. Aiden Petz pushing the court with some speed. The low three, too much. Gets the ball out to Brady Virtue. Gets the ball out to Rhett Lowe. Misses a man, evades. Hands it off to Cody Dirks, and the lead is 7. Tracy-Milroy is going to take a timeout. The threes have been there for both teams. The shots just haven't been falling, but when the threes aren't falling, great ball movement is going to be your best way of getting your team some points, and that's what Custer's doing right now. And as we take our timeout, we're going to take a little break. We'll be back with you. The ball is inbounded. All right, and it looks like the ball is about to be inbounded by Tracy-Milroy. Gets the ball out to Cy Sanders, who checked into the game. Gets the ball out back to Alex Munson, who gets the ball once again from Nackmus. Turnover, but they're able to corral it. Svenhagen. And a beautiful block from Moret Lowe, textbook. Zick driving to the basket and had a window, but great defense. And the rebound is corralled by Kyle Virtue. My apologies. Yes, Kyle Virtue. Carter Boyster misses the first. That's been a theme at the tournament today. When you get to the line, and in this case you're wanting to extend the lead, whenever you get the opportunity to get points, you got to make them. Makes the second and extends the lead to 8 points. Nackmus drives. Floater is blocked. There was nothing there. Stolen by Zick. Tries to lob pass it to Connor Leno, and the Zick three is not good. Dancing around in the restricted zone, and looks like he's going to get a pair of free throws. The first is no good. Like I mentioned, when you're at the line, you're able to get easy points. When you're down 8, you got to make those. Second is clean. Aiden Petz drives, kicks it out to Wills. Gets the ball out to Virtue, gets the ball out to Petz. Boyster. Dirks tried to get a pass, no good. And that pass is corralled, but is subsequently blocked by Cody Dirks, who's been making his presence known. No foul was called. Looked to be, there's some physicality there. And once again, Kyle Virtue with the block. That's been a theme for Custer so far. They've been getting their fair share of blocks. Wills. Wills to Petz. Tried to kick it out to Virtue. The ball is tipped out of bounds, and it will remain on this side of the court. The Virtue floater is no good. But on the rebound, it's going to stay on this side again. Last touched by Tracy-Milroy. Rowe for the inbound, gets it to Petz. Top of the key, working on Zick. Gets the ball out to Lowe. Mid-range jumper is true. Smooth stroke extends the lead. And Petz, following the steal, gets the turnover. Of the 2 points. Munson gets the ball out to Leno. Tried to swing pass it to Trevor Smith, but nothing there. Petz to Lowe. Gets it out to Petz again, who's 3. No good. Offensive rebound. Cody Dirks is able to get the 2. Tracy-Milroy is taking another timeout. So they're down 4-17. 1:05 left on the clock. We're going to take time, and we'll be back with you shortly. And we're back. Tracy-Milroy, up here in the media booth, we heard their coach talking about terrible passing, and that's been a theme for Tracy-Milroy today. The passing game has not been on point. Turnovers and mistakes when you're leading are what help keep a team that's down in the game, but when you're down, you can't afford to make costly turnovers. And almost a beautiful play from Alex Munson. Petz gets it out to Boyster. Gets out to Petz again. Virtue. Virtue with the ball with the open 3. Nothing to show for it. Lowe got the offensive rebound. Is working on Connor Leno. Aiden Petz with the ball, swings it out to Brady Virtue, drives, kicks it out to Aiden Petz. And with time dwindling, Boyster's 3 is no good, but Virtue is able to get the deuce. And with that, they're able to get a 15-point lead heading into the second quarter. Costly turnovers by Tracy-Milroy are helping Custer to extend the lead. While Custer hasn't played perfect basketball, they've seized on the opportunities that Tracy-Milroy has given them. Like I mentioned previously, when a team is up big, they can throw away the game, so to speak, with costly turnovers and fouls. In this instance, it's Tracy-Milroy with the mistakes, helping Custer to extend the lead. As we go into timeout between quarters, we're going to take a break. We'll be back with you shortly. And our timeout is short, and we are back with you. As a reminder, scores 19-4, Custer with the lead. Virtue to inbound to Lowe. Lowe working on Leno, who swings it out to Boyster, gets it out. Foul is called, and Kyle Virtue is going to get to the line. And like I mentioned, turnovers and fouls, that will help keep a team in the game or help keep them out. Virtue's first free throw is good. When you get the opportunity to get easy points, you got to seize on it. Virtue misses the second, but the offensive rebound is corralled by Cooper, who just checked into the game. Wasn't able to get anything with it. Trevor Smith pushing the pace. The midi is true, and he gets the foul to fall with it, providing some spark in the few seconds that he's been in the game this quarter. He's going to give his team the opportunity to cut the lead to 13. Doesn't get it. Rebound corral by Virtue. Swings it out. Low with the three. No good. Offensive rebound. Gets it to fall. And the foul. Cody Dirks. Cody Dirks, 6'6", tallest player on his team, and he's making his length known right now. We'll take a break. We will be back with you shortly. And we're back. .7:29 on the clock, 23-6 in favor of Custer. Lobs it over to Wills. Leno. Leno with the ball, drives, kicks it out. Open three, takes it. Munson isn't able to get it, but Leno gets the offensive board, gives his team another chance. Munson got another opportunity for a three, isn't able to get it to land, and instead it will be Lowe's ball as he looks to settle the team down. Gets the ball. Nothing. It's going to be Tracy-Milroy ball. Leno to inbound. Gets out to Nakmus. Working on low. Leno gets it out to Smith, to Nakmus. Leno again. Trevor Smith. Leno needs to get the ball, needs to get a shot off, and the buzzer beating Nakmus three is good. And boy, did they need that. Low. Gets it out to Wills. Swing passes Cody Dirks. Tried to get it to Brady Virtue. Luckily, that wasn't a turnover for Custer. Instead, Wills, top of the key, bounces it. Brady Virtue, and the Wills three off the pass is no good. Nakmus working on low. Clean. Trevor Smith, and off the bench, has really given Tracy-Milroy some life. Zachary Cooper gets the ball out to Jackson Wills. Low isn't able to return the favor. Instead, it will be Nakmus working on Leno. Was able to get past half court, swings it out to the corner. And the open three by Leno is no good, but the offensive board by Taylor Svenhagen gives him another opportunity. Contested shot by Trevor Smith is no good. Low. Drives up court. Layup. No good. Too much physicality, but the open three by Zachary Cooper, way off. But another offensive rebound. Wills gets the ball out to Lowe. Wills. Cooper. Lowe, three, no good. And another offensive rebound. It was only a matter of time before Tracy-Milroy got the ball again, and Cody Dirks missed midi, gives him that opportunity. Corner three, I think. Nackmus got a hand on that. Another three is good. And time is called, and things are starting to get out of hand for Tracy-Milroy. They're going to take time. We'll be back with you shortly. And we're back. Custer ball, and things are getting out of hand for him. The lead cut down to 8. Virtue to Petz, who checked into the game, gets the ball out to Lowe. Lowe to Virtue to, whoa. That was an impressive shot through contact. And Custer, whose lead has been chipping down, is going to get an opportunity to get back up 11. An 11-point lead for Custer. Trevor Smith with the ball, being hounded by Aiden Petz. He's able to get the ball out, and Trevor Smith, three, isn't able to land. Bit of commotion. Petz, Virtue trying to get the ball. Instead, it's a turnover. Ball's out of bounds. Munson drives, isn't able to get anything going, so kicks it out to Zick. Gets the ball out to Nackmus. Nackmus gets the ball from Smith, drives, physical, gets it out to Smith again, almost turns it over. Workinen is able to get the shot off, but isn't able to get it to land, and instead, it's going to be Custer ball. Petz gets it out to Lowe. And an open layup for Carter Boyster, and a foul is called. So right when Tracy-Milroy was able to start to get something going and cut the lead down, Custer responds with a run of their own. The Boyster free throw is no good. Fight for the rebound. And Tracy-Milroy is able to get it. Nackmus, Zick being hounded, gets the ball out to Smith, but a foul is called, offensive foul. Instead, it's going to be Wildcats ball again. When you're down big, you know, opposing free throws will really hurt you, and right now, Tracy-Milroy has committed some costly turnovers, but they force the miss. And the Nackmas three is good to cut the lead to 10. Just bit by bit, Custer has gotten a lead, but they haven't been able to pull away. Still retain a 10-point lead. Petz with the ball, gets it out to Virtue. Virtue drives, kicks it out to Petz. Open three, no good. Rebounded by Griffin Zick. Being hounded by Boyster, but is able to get the ball up court. Hands it off to Nackmas. Nackmas to Munson. Zick three, makes it. 7-point lead for Custer. They haven't been able to pull away yet. They've had big leads, but Tracy-Milroy has been able to respond. Let's see what they can pull together here. Virtue. An open Boyster layup. Isn't able to get it. Virtue tried to respond, but isn't able to get anything to land. And Zick drives, weaves through traffic. And Nackmas three isn't able to land. I think they're going to say the ball stayed on this side of the court. As Custer was fighting for the rebound. Munson to inbound. Handed it off to Smith and gets the ball again. Being worked on by Jackson Wills. Swing pass to Nackmas. Nackmas. The Trevor Smith three doesn't land. Kyle Virtue in transition. Looked like he wanted to throw that down with some authority, but isn't able to. Still got the layup, and it'll be halftime, and Custer will lead 30-21. And only a 9-point lead is something that Tracy-Milroy, I think, will take right now. That's something that you can come back from with the amount of costly turnovers that have been committed by both sides. I'm sure Custer's thinking, oh, we could be up 15 right now, and Tracy-Milroy's thinking we could be up right now if it weren't for our turnovers. So let's clean up our basketball, and let's head into the third quarter with a new plan. Nine minutes until third quarter starts. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with you shortly. Welcome back. We have 2 minutes to tip off, and it's been a eventful game. Custer is currently leading 30-21. But Tracy-Milroy, they've had opportunities to claw back, and they have. But right when they're about to get it to about a 5-point game, Custer's able to go on a run of their own, and this has been a game of runs. One thing I've noticed, primarily for Tracy-Milroy, is some costly turnovers, some untimely fouls have kept them out of the game a bit, but if they can clean those up, there's no doubt in my mind that they can win this basketball game. For Custer, they have to remember to play disciplined. When you give a team opportunities via, as I have mentioned many times previously, continue to mention, when you give a team opportunities via free throws, turnovers, they'll start to claw back. So Custer's going to have to make sure that if they're on the line, they make their points, and that with the ball movement, that they make sure not to move the ball too much. Too much ball movement just leads to opportunities to get a hand on it, and Tracy-Milroy down 9 with 2 quarters to go. It's not a horrible, it's not an impossible deficit, but it's not ideal. So Tracy-Milroy, their shots are going to have to start falling a bit more. They're going to have to clean up the turnovers and make sure that if they get to the line, that they can make their shots. If they do all 3 of those things, they can win this ball game. You have 30 seconds to tip off. Tip-off about to commence. Referees having a final conversation with scorekeepers. And it's not time for tip-off. It's time for inbounding. And to inbound, it's going to be Cody Dirks, who gets the ball out to Rhett Lowe, and off we go. Lowe gets it out to Petz. Top of the key. Bounce pass to Lowe. Almost a turnover. Got to be careful with your passes. Gets it to Petz again. Swing pass. Gets the ball back out to Lowe, playing with some energy. Petz thought about the 3, opted not for it. Gets the ball again. Gets the ball to Lowe, who does take the 3, which is no good. But the offensive rebound by Cody Dirks gives him another opportunity. Gets the ball back out to Lowe. Petz. Brady Virtue, my apologies. Who gets the ball out to Kyle Virtue, whose floater's good. 10-point, 11-point lead for Custer. Nackmus running point. Gets the ball out to Trevor Smith. Deep 3, and the tray is good. Whoa. Setting the tone early, Trevor Smith, and he's come off and had a really good game. Provides some much-needed energy for Tracy-Milroy. Petz gets the ball out to Brady Virtue. Gets the ball out to Rhett Lowe. Tried to get something. Instead gets the ball to Kyle Virtue, whose 3 is no good. Rebounded by Alex Munson. Lost his handle for a second and is able to get the ball. Who gets it out to Nackmus. Trevor Smith 3, no good. Custer is able to rebound. Rhett Lowe drives, lost his handle too, but is able to corral it. Lowe and Petz have been very active this game, with ball handling. The Kyle Virtue floater is good, and Kyle Virtue has been active with scoring. Griffin Zick gets it out to Nackmus. Zick. Smith. Nackmus. Munson drives, contact. The three is not good. And a stretch pass. He had an open man, a bit more power to that pass, and that could have been a layup. But instead, Kyle Virtue is going to force his way through and draws the foul on Taylor Svenhagen. Like I mentioned earlier, with how Tracy-Milroy has been able to claw back, when you get the opportunity to get some easy points at the free throw line, you got to seize the opportunity. Kyle Virtue lands the first. Riker Davis checks in for Taylor Svenhagen. Kyle Virtue makes his second. 36-24 in favor of Custer. Noah Nackmus working on Rhett Lowe. Drives, tries to find something, nothing there. Gets the ball out. That Munson floater is no good, but they're able to get a turnover in the corner. Tried to get the ball out to Griffin Zick. Gets the ball, takes the three, misses it. Zick evades, gets the ball out. Wow, and a great shot by Riker Davis. Griffin Zick found the passing lane, get the ball out to Zick. He's able to cut the lead a bit, but Brady Virtue gets the ball out to Aiden Petz, whose open three is no good. That would have been catastrophic for Tracy-Milroy. Foul is called. I believe it's going to be on Riker Davis. As previously mentioned, just checked in. I think it's going to be on the court. Boyster and Kyle Virtue checked into the game, and the ball ends up to Rhett Lowe in the corner, whose three is no good. Brady Virtue with the rebound. Rhett Lowe on the wing, gets the ball out to Boyster on the corner, who passes it back to Rhett Lowe. Swing pass, and a beautiful play by Kyle Virtue. Saw the lane and is able to get the deuce. Alex Munson driving with authority, and a foul is called. It's going to be on Brady Virtue. It's first of the day. Rhett Lowe to inbound, gets the ball out to Kincaid. To Noah Nackmus, my apologies. Munson, Nackmus to a corner. Leno three, splash. And the lead is down to 9. Tracy-Milroy, they've been able to claw back a couple of times now, but they're going to have to play some solid defense and make sure this lead doesn't get extended more than it is already. Mid-range jumper by Kyle Virtue is no good. Wide open. A dangerous pass, but ends up in the hands of Noah Nackmus, my apologies, who gets the ball out to Riker Davis, who through contact is able to assert his authority and get the and one. Riker Davis has an opportunity to be a bit of a hero out here now. Doesn't get the free throw, but cuts the lead down to 7. Boyster gets the ball out to Dirks. Wills is barely able to hold on to it. Gets the ball out to Kyle Virtue, who gets it to Petz. Petz driving, finds nothing but a Virtue corner three is no good. And Alex Munson drives up the court. Open three for Nackmus is good. This is the closest Tracy-Milroy has been to Custer in a long time. And it's a 4-point game. Boyster gets it out to Petz. Virtue in the middle, fighting and isn't able to get the shot to land. Looked like a jump ball out there, and Tracy-Milroy gets the ball. Griffin Zick driving, kicks it out, and it's another three. Look in your pockets and you'll find a Tracy-Milroy three. And Custer is going to take a timeout. Wow. Tracy-Milroy has been playing smart basketball. Their shots have been landing, and Custer has been having trouble getting anything to fall. And it's a 1-point game with 2 minutes and 2 seconds left in the period, 38-37. Custer still leads, but Tracy-Milroy is on their way to having their first lead of the game. And as Custer takes a timeout, so will we. We'll be back with you shortly. And we're back. 2 minutes and 2 seconds left on the clock, and some Tracy-Milroy heroics have cut the lead down to 1. It will be Custer to inbound. Brady Virtue gets it out to Rhett Lowe to Petz. Virtue back to Petz to Lowe. And Virtue tried to force the ball to Kyle Virtue, isn't able to get anything to go, and instead it's a turnover, and a blocked shot by Rhett Lowe prevents Connor Leno from taking the lead for his team. Virtue doesn't get the floater to fall. Fighting for the rebound, and Alex Munson, I think they're going to call it out of bounds on Munson. And it's going to stay on this side of the court. There hasn't been much of anything in the lane. But the perimeter shots haven't been open either for Custer. Instead, Lowe will hand the ball off to Petz. Back to Lowe. Takes the three. Too short. Nackmus has the opportunity to give Tracy-Milroy the lead. Drives through contact and is fouled. Fouled by Cody Dirks. And now he has an opportunity to give his team the lead at the line. As I've said a dozen times already, when you have the opportunity to make easy points, you got to make them, and these two free throws are important. And he makes the first. And with it, the lead. Tracy-Milroy leads 39-38. Rhett Lowe gets it to Kyle Virtue, who gets it to Brady Virtue, back to Lowe, to Petz. Corner three by Cody Dirks, nothing there. So he opted to pass it. Gets back out, and to Petz in the corner. Back to Virtue in the lane. The floater's good, and Custer gets the lead again. Kyle Virtue making his size and impact down in the paint. Alex Munson drives and is blocked. And on the fast break, Aiden Petz, and the ball is stolen by Trevor Smith. Leno. Gets the ball out to Munson, my apologies. They're gonna drain out the clock. Drives, kicks it out, open three, drills it! Connor Leno with a buzzer-beating three takes the lead back for Tracy-Milroy, and it's 42-40 in favor of Tracy-Milroy as we enter the fourth quarter. Some third quarter heroics by Tracy-Milroy cut the lead down and gave him the lead. As we have a short intermission phase, we'll take a break and be back with you shortly. The fourth quarter is about to begin. It'll be Milroy ball with a chance to extend their newfound lead. Griffin Zick to Connor Leno. Leno working on low. Gets the ball out to Trevor Smith. Swing pass to Griffin Zick. Gets the ball out to Munson. Drives midi. Is good. 44-40 in favor of Tracy-Milroy. And Custer looks to respond with Rhett Lowe. Boyster, Lowe. Aiden Petz gets the ball out, back to Rhett Lowe. In the middle, finds the open man, through contact. Kyle Virtue, who's just so strong, is able to get the and one and has the opportunity to cut the deficit down 2-1. And it's no good. But Tracy-Milroy, trouble inbounding with the rebound. They're able to, thankfully, for Tracy-Milroy, avoid a costly turnover. They had so many in the first half. Mid-range jumper. Connor Lowe isn't able to get it to fall. Instead, Lowe with the rebound. Running point, gets the ball out to Boyster. Lowe, Petz. Kyle Virtue got the ball, is fouled in the process. And Taylor Schwagen checks in for Riker Davis for Tracy-Milroy. Not a shot foul. Virtue isn't able to get to land. Tried to tip it in, Brady Virtue. Kyle Virtue with the missed shot. Brady Virtue tried to get the tip in, doesn't fall. A foul is called. I believe it's going to stay on this side of the court. Kyle Virtue gets it out to Lowe, who thought about the three, decided to take it, and then missed it. Tested shot, and we're having some substitutions. Aiden Schvenhagen and, I believe, Connor Leno for Tracy-Milroy. Tracy-Milroy with the ball. Ends up in Custer's hands. And instead, Cody Dirks is able to get the shot to land and tie up the game, but Alex Munson drives the paint and isn't able to get anything to land. Brady Virtue gets the ball out to Cody Dirks. Cody Dirks back to Brady Virtue. Kyle Virtue, my apologies. Kyle Virtue with the ball, gets it out to Rhett Lowe. Tried to find Kyle Virtue in the paint, nothing there. He gets it, pumps, scores. Custer has been able to take the lead again, but an open man in Taylor Schvenhagen isn't able to get the layup. Instead, opts to pass it, and the ball ends up in the hands of Alex Munson. Connor Lowe back to Munson. Being worked on by Jackson Wills. And is able to get the foul and the flush. And as I mentioned, when you get free throws, you gotta make your shots. And with 5 minutes and 37 seconds left in the quarter, the game tied, every point is important. Alex Munson misses it. Instead, Kyle Virtue corrals it. Gets out to Jackson Wills, back to Lowe. Lowe to Wills. Corner, Dirks. Ball ends up at the top of the key to Carter Boyster. Gets it out to Virtue, whose mid-range jumper has just a bit too much on it, but the offensive rebound by Jackson Wills gives him another chance, and so will Virtue. Passes it out, and the Jackson Wills 4 is able to, or 3, is able to give the lead to Custer. Jackson Wills with a back-breaking shot for Custer. Back-breaking for Tracy-Milroy, where all game long they've clawed back from deficits, and right as they're able to take the lead, look to run away with it, some timely shots by Custer is able to give them the 3-point lead with 5 minutes and 6 seconds remaining. As the teams take time, so will we. We'll be back with you shortly. The teams are returning to the court. 49-46 is your score. Custer has been able to take the lead again. Some timely shots have helped them overcome the deficit and now get the lead. Tracy-Milroy with the ball, gets it out to Noah Nakmus. Some commotion here. Trevor Smith didn't have a great time handling that pass. He was able to swing it out, and it's going to remain Tracy-Milroy ball. Trevor Smith gets it out to Griffin Zick. And some trouble with the dribble, and Kyle Virtue has been having a terrific half. His presence offensively and defensively being known. And while Tracy-Milroy has the ball still, you got to watch out. They've had some trouble with passes and handling the ball. Instead, Alex Munson drives the paint, swings pass. Nothing good for Trevor Smith. Instead, it will be Kyle Virtue, who just mentioned, back with the ball, who hands it off to Aiden Petz. Petz to Brady Virtue. Corner from Jackson Wills. Thought about the three, decided not to take it. Instead, it's Brady Virtue with the ball. Hands it off to Kyle Virtue. And a brilliant pass by Jackson Lowe to Cody Dirks extends the lead. 5-point lead for Custer. Alex Munson fouled as he drives by Aiden Petz. His first foul of the game. Second team foul. Munson inbounds it to Zick. Back to Munson. Munson drives, double teamed, fadeaway jumper, rolls around and doesn't fall. Instead, it's Custer ball, Rhett Lowe. Gets it out to Brady Virtue, back to Lowe. Petz. Turnover by Custer. Griffin Zick with the ball. Passes it to Trevor Smith, whose three is no good. Hits the back iron, and instead it will be Kyle Virtue pushing the paint in the restricted zone. Pumps and gets the foul. Kyle Virtue has been forcing his way through the paint, has been forcing some very costly Tracy-Milroy fouls. And his first free throw is good. Virtue. The second is good. Trevor Smith to Munson. Munson drives on Brady Virtue. He's able to turn the corner, get to his hip, and is fouled as he drives. Be Smith to inbound, being guarded by Aiden Petz. And as the game has started to get out of hand for Tracy-Milroy, time is called. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left, 7-point lead. Custer has taken away this fourth quarter. Some great defense, great offense has given them the lead. Kyle Virtue down low in the paint has been making his presence felt, drawing fouls, and more importantly, been making his free throws. Three minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock. 3 team fouls for both teams. Tracy-Milroy had a terrific third quarter, but some of the problems that plagued Milroy in the first half, some trouble handling passes and some errant passes in general, have come back to haunt them. Munson with the rebound, or the inbound, gets it out to Knackness, who gets the ball out to Trevor Smith. The shot is good. Cuts the lead down to 4, and that's what Tracy-Milroy needed right about now. 2:55 left on the clock. Lowe gets it out to Brady Virtue. Back to Lowe. Virtue takes the Kyle Virtue screen. Nothing there. Gets the ball out to Rhett Lowe. Cody Dirks drives and rims out. And Kyle Virtue trying to get a shot off, and a foul is called. It's going to stay on this side of the court. Virtue fighting his way, gets it out to Dirks. Back to Petz. Lowe. Low top of the key, gets it out to Virtue. Bounce pass, and a brilliant bounce pass by Kyle Virtue to Brady Virtue extends the lead for Custer. Bounce, jump pass. An open layup, and Griffin Zick isn't able to get it to land. Rhett Lowe. 1 minute 45 seconds left on the clock, 55-49 in favor of Custer. Trevor Smith tried to get the steals. Smart play, smart blitz by Trevor Smith, but instead it will remain Custer's offensive half. And Kyle Virtue has been big this quarter and is able to land another layup. Alex Munson, who likes to play with some pace, is fouled as he was driving. Munson gets it to Griffin Zick. Back to Munson. Working. Drives. Fadeaway jumper is good. 57-51 with 1 minute and 22 seconds left. A timeout is called. Both teams needing to make some important game time decisions, important plays. Custer with the 6-point lead, 1 minute and 22 seconds left. And Tracy-Milroy are going to need some last-minute heroics if they want to come out with this one. Custer will have to rely on their what has been pretty stalwart defense this quarter. When the going gets tough, Kyle Virtue has been tougher, has been putting the team on his back. Will be Kyle Virtue to inbound. Gets it out to Brady Virtue. Retlow gets it out to Virtue. And a foul is called, I believe, on Brady Virtue. An offensive foul, and it will be Tracy-Milroy ball. 1 minute and 12 seconds to go. Alex Munson with the ball after the inbound from Trevor Smith. And the layup, no good. Jackson Will stayed at his hip the entire time. Played pretty solid defense. Trap is called, and Kyle Virtue gets the ball again and is fouled in the process. Kyle Virtue fouled by, I believe, Trevor Smith. Trevor Smith with the foul, his first of the game. 49 seconds left. Custer up by 6. This ball out. Back to Kyle Virtue. Out on the perimeter. Corner Jackson Wills gets it back out to Retlow at the top of the key and is fouled by Noah Nackmus. Kyle Virtue has been all over. Down low in the paint, out on the perimeter. Having a good game, and Noah Nackmus misses his first free throw. Second one will be equally important. He misses both of them, but is able to get the rebound. The offensive board by Noah Nackmus after he misses both free throws. And another foul. Kyle Virtue at the line. His first is good. 7-point lead, 3-possession game. Misses the second. Alex Munson pushing it. Gets it out to Trevor Smith. Deep three. Splash is good. And it's a 4-point game with 20 seconds left. 20.1 Those milliseconds are going to be important here depending on how the next sequence goes, but timeout is called. Trevor Smith has had some timely threes, and while it's still a two-possession game, he gives Custer an opportunity to pull something off. Again, 20.1 seconds left on the clock, 58-54 in favor of Custer, who will have the ball following this timeout. This game has been back and forth. As I mentioned earlier, a game of runs. Custer has been up big, and Tracy-Milroy has been able to claw back. Took the lead for a while, but Custer went on a run of their own to give themselves the lead, and both teams take the court. Cal Virtue to inbound. Gets it out to Jackson Wills, back to Cal Virtue. Trying to find someone to get the ball to. Gets it back out to Jackson Wills, who was fouled. Some trouble there for Custer as they weren't able to find a man to get the ball to. 13.1 seconds left on the shot clock. Game clock, my apologies. And that will be Jackson Wills at the line. His first free throw is no good. Like I mentioned, in crunch time like this, every free throw is important, regardless of it still being a two-possession game. And Jackson Wills is able to make the second, and that one was big. Another timeout is called. 5-point game. So the avenue for Custer, if they want to tie, is they're going to need a quick three. 13.1 seconds left, not much time to, can't set up any long developing plays. You got to get that ball out to someone quickly and get that shot off even quicker. After that, foul, and we'll hope that free throws, which have been a problem for both teams on occasions, continue to be a problem, and hope for a miss. Custer has had some issues with free throws in the fourth, but usually able to make one. It will be Trevor Smith to inbound at the far side of the court. Gets it out to Alex Munson. A corner shot is no good by Noah Nackmus. By Rhett Lowe, my apologies. .4 seconds left, and Cal Virtue to the line. First rims out. Second is good. 6-point lead for Custer. 4.4 seconds left. And a last second heave by Connor Leno is no good, and Custer will escape with the win. They've had big leads, they've had small leads, but in the end, they were able to put it all together and leave with the win. Tracy-Milroy had some second half heroics but it's no good. Custer wins this one. As the game ends, we will be back with you shortly for our next match, Belle Fourche versus Howard. We'll be back with you shortly.